So I begin by cutting about 3.5 arms length worth of string. And then I use clear nail polish. And I apply the clear nail polish to both tips. I mean both ends of the string. This is to make the string stiff, and it's also to prevent the string from unraveling. So I just the tip only, Then once the tips are covered in nail polish, I use a blow dryer like this to gently blow the edges. So we have the center medal. This is a Sacred Heart medal. Then we let the string go through one of the top hoops, like that. We pull a little bit. And then now we will do a loop knot. It's called a loop knot because it goes through the loop of a medal or crucifix. So how do you do the loop knot? First, you get your tool, and then to this little bit of excess string, okay, you make it go through the tunnel of the medal, so the tunnel of the tool. So this is what you call the tunnel, and I make a little bit of string there. Then this other string we go under. This has to it has to stay in the tunnel, so we go under. Okay. And then after we go under, we go over. Okay. And then after you go over, you make sure that you make an X. You cross it over. So this is the X that I'm talking about, this one, that. And then we count 6 rings. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after the 6th ring, we get the end of the string and we make it go through the tunnel of the tool like this. So you just push it and wait for it to come out, and once it's out, you just pull, 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 and then once you're done pulling, you will gently remove the tool, the stick, and you will just pull. So you roll and pull. So these are the 6 rings that you need. So I'm pulling on the long string, then I roll this a bit. again, and I pull, I roll, pull, roll, pull, push a little bit towards the middle, roll, pull, keep on doing this until it's very tight. So pull, roll, and you can also squeeze it to flatten it and make it a smooth knot. So this is pretty tight already. So we finished our loop knot attached to the middle. Okay, so we finished making a loop knot attached to the center medal, and then now we attach, or we add one bead. This bead will represent the Our Father of the first mystery. So we just make this go through the hole, and we pull the string until the bead reaches the knot. So now we reach the knot, and now we're going to make a basic knot to secure the Our Father bead. So we get our tool, then we put the string over the tool, and we go under, and then we go over again, and we make sure we form an X. Okay. After we form the X, we do 6 rings like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after the 6th ring, we get the end of the string, and we make it go through the tunnel of the tool. So this is the tunnel, and I'm inserting it, pushing until the string comes out. Then I pull and pull and pull and pull, and then we gently tug these 6 rings out, and we pull the tool out, and then we push the 6 rings toward the bead. We roll, we push towards the bead, we roll, push towards the bead, we roll, push towards the bead, squeeze, roll, push towards the bead, we also pull, okay. And we roll, squeeze, pull, squeeze, make sure it's snug and tight. Okay, so we just finished securing the Our Father bead of the first mystery with a basic knot. So after the basic knot that secures the Our Father bead of the first mystery, we will now add 10 beads for the first decade. So we just go this way. We add 10. That's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we just pull the string to move the beads towards the knot. Okay, so now we have the 10 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna do another basic knot to end the first mystery. So we get our tool. Okay, so we put the bead, the last bead, somewhere here at the end, and then we have the string. Again, we go under, over, and when we go over, we make sure that we form that X, because that X secures the knot. Then after we do the X, we count 10 rings. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after the 6th, we get the end of the string. And we make the end of the string go through the tunnel of the tool. So this is the tunnel. I insert it here and I push until the string comes out, and I pull, and I pull, and I pull, and I pull, and I pull. And then, as usual, we tug these 6 rings out and we pull the tool out. Then we push the 6 rings toward the bead. Then we roll, push the rings towards the bead, roll, push, roll, push, roll, push, roll. You can also pull, roll, squeeze, pull, roll, pull, roll, pull, pull, roll, squeeze, pull. And now we finished putting a knot to end the first mystery. Okay, so we just finished putting a knot to end the first mystery. We are now going to put another bead. The bead will represent the glory B of the first mystery. So we just insert the bead and we pull the string until the bead reaches the knot. So now we have the glory B bead. And after the glory B bead, we will do another basic knot to secure the Glory Be bead. So again, we use our tool. We put the bead on top of the tool. Then we have our string. We go under, over. We make sure we form an X. And then after we form the X, we count 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after the 6th ring, we get the end of the string and we make it go through the tunnel. We insert it, it goes right there, and we push until it comes out, and push a little more if you can't get it yet. Push, and we pull. We continue pulling. Okay. Once we're done pulling, we slide these 6 rings out of the tool. We pull the tool out. And then we push the rings, the 6 rings, toward the bead. And again we roll. We push towards the bead. We roll. Push towards the bead, we roll and squeeze, push towards the bead. You can also pull, roll towards the bead, pull, roll, push towards the bead, squeeze, pull, push towards the bead. Okay, and now we finished securing the Glory Be bead of the first mystery. Okay, so we just finished securing the Glory Be bead of the first mystery. We used a basic knot. We are now going to add 10 beads to represent the second mystery. Okay, so we're just going to count 10. Let's start with this. 6. I'm just gonna get some more beads. So currently there are 6, and that means I need to add 4 more. So 6, 7, 8, until the 10 beads reach the knot. Okay, so let's count to make sure it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we have the 10 beads for the second mystery. And we end the second mystery by making a basic knot again. So we get our tool, we put the bead on the tool, that's the last bead, and then we go under, over, under, and make sure the the X is formed. Then we count our 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after the 6th, we get the end of the string, and we make it go through the tunnel of the tool, so we insert it push, pull the string, pull, 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 and now we gently tug the 6 rings out, and we pull the tool out as well. Then we push the 6 rings towards the bead. We roll and we push towards the bead. Roll. We can also pull, roll, push towards the bead, squeeze, roll, roll, squeeze, squeeze, roll, pull, roll, push towards the bead, pull, squeeze, roll, pull towards the bead. And so now we ended the second mystery with a basic knot. Okay, so we just ended the second mystery with a basic knot. And now we will add 1 bead, which will represent the Glory Be bead of the second mystery. So I just got the bead, make the string go through, and we pull until the bead reaches the knot. Okay? So now we will do another basic knot to secure this Glory Be bead of the second mystery. So we put the bead on top of the tool, just like that. Then we go under the tool, we go over the tool, under again, but make sure we form an X. And then we do our 6 rings. We have 1, of the string, and we make it go through the tunnel. We pull, and pull. Then we gently tug out the 6 rings, and we pull out the tool. Then we push the 6 rings towards the bead and we roll. Push the 6 rings towards the bead. Roll. Roll and push. Roll, squeeze and push. Roll. Pull, make sure it's snug. Roll. Pull. Roll. Pull. And so there, we secured the Glory Be bead of the second mystery with a basic knot. So, after securing the Glory Be bead of the second mystery with a basic knot, we will now add 10 beads for the third mystery. So I get the end of the string and start counting the 10 beads. We have 1, 2, 10 beads for the third mystery, and we secure the 10 beads of the third mystery by making another basic knot. So we get our tool, we put the bead, the last bead of the third mystery on the tool. Then we use the string and we go under, we go over, we go under again, but make sure that we cross. Then we do our 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after the 6th ring, we will get the end of the string. through the tunnel, and we push. When we push until we can reach the string. Still pushing. Now we pull. 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 Okay. And now we will gently tug out the 6 rings. We pull the tool out, and then we will push these 6 rings towards the last bead. We push and we roll, push and we roll, we push towards the bead and we roll, pull a little also. Roll, pull, roll, pull, roll, squeeze, pull. There we go. We ended the third mystery with a basic knot. So we finished the third mystery and we secured it with a basic knot. Now we will add another bead. This bead will represent the glory be bead of the third mystery. So we get our bead, insert the string, and we pull the string until the bead reaches the knot. Okay. So now that we have this is the glory be bead. We will secure the glory be bead with another basic knot. So we get our tool, put the bead on the tool, excuse me, on the tool. Then we use our string and we go under, we go over, then we go under again, but make sure that we form that X. And then we do our 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And after we do our 6th ring, we get the end of the string and we make it go through the tunnel. And we push the string until we can get hold of it. So we just push, 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 and now I just pull, 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 pull. Oops, I accidentally made a mistake. This one shouldn't be caught there, so pardon me. So we just pull, and once we're done pulling, we tug the 6 rings out of the tool, and we pull the tool out, and we push the 6 rings toward the bead, and we also roll them, push towards the bead, we roll, pull, roll, So now we finished securing the Glory Be bead of the third mystery. We secured it with a basic knot. So after securing the Glory Be bead of the third mystery with a basic knot, we will now add 10 beads to represent the fourth mystery. So let's count 10. 3, 10. So after we have the 10 beads, we pull the string until we get the 10 beads near the knot, and we just count to make sure we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we counted 10, and that represents the fourth mystery. So now we are going to add a basic knot to end the fourth mystery. Again, we get our tool and we put the last bead on the tool. Then we go under again, but make sure we cross it. We form that cross, and we count our 6 rings. 3. We push the string to go through the tunnel. And we pull. And after pulling, we now tug the 6 rings out gently, and we pull the tool out as well. Now we push the 6 rings towards the bead, and we roll. Push towards the bead, we roll. We push towards the bead, we roll. We push towards the bead, and we roll. towards the bead, and we roll and squeeze. There we go. We finished the basic knot to end the fourth mystery. I wish I had moved this closer, but it's too tight now, but I wish I had moved it closer to the bead. So anyway, closing up though, we now ended the fourth mystery with a basic knot. Okay, so we just finished the fourth mystery, and we added a basic knot to end the fourth mystery. And then now we will add a bead to represent the glory be of the fourth mystery. So we get our bead and we insert the string. Reaches the knot. Okay. And now we will make another basic knot to secure the glory be bead of the fourth mystery. So we get our tool and we put the bead on the tool. So once the bead is on the tool, we go under, over, we form the X as we go under, and we count our 6 rings. 1, 6. And after the 6th ring, we get the end of the string and we make it go through the tunnel. We push, and we get the string, and we pull and pull. After we finish pulling, we tug the 6 rings out and we pull the tool out gently. Now we push the 6 rings toward the bead. We roll, we push, we roll, we push, we roll, we push, roll and push towards the bead, roll, push, we can even pull, roll, pull, roll, pull to make sure it's tight, and now squeeze a little bit. We finish securing the glory be bead of the fourth mystery. Okay, so we finished the fourth mystery and we have the glory be bead secured by a basic knot. We are now going to add 10 beads to represent the fifth mystery. So that makes the fifth mystery, and we will end the fifth mystery by making a basic knot. So we get our tool and we'll put the bead on the tool, then we go under, over, then we make sure when we go under we do the cross, and we count our 6 rings. Five, 6, and after the 6th ring, we will get the end of the string and we make it go through the tunnel. We just push and we pull, and then we gently tug the 6 rings out while also pulling the tool out. Then we push the 6 rings toward the last bead. We roll, push, we roll, push, we roll, we push, we roll, push, we roll, push, we roll, we push, we roll, push, we roll, we push, even pull, make it tight, squeeze, roll, pull, roll, pull, mystery, we place a basic knot. Now we are going to put a Glory Be bead. So we just put the string through the hole and we pull until we reach the bead at the knot. So we finished the fifth mystery and ended it with a knot. Then we place the Glory Be bead. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to close it by making a loop knot. So we get the other end, and we get the end of the string, and we make it go through the second top hole of the medal, the center medal, and we just make the string go through. And we pull and pull until we reach the Glory Be bead. Now we have to make the tool. We have to use the tool. Okay, so first we get the tool. Make sure that the bead is at the end of the tool, like that. You can see it's at the end, the medal is there, and then we have some string here that's in the tunnel already. I suggest we lessen this. Move the medal closer. So, there we go. So, we have the bead at the end. We have the string in the tunnel. And then, as usual, under, then we go over and we form that X. See the X? Then we count our 6. 6th, we get the end, we make it go through the tunnel. 6 rings out while pulling the tool out, and then roll, push toward the middle, roll, push towards the middle, roll, pull, push towards the middle, roll, pull, push towards the middle, roll, pull, roll, push towards the middle, roll, roll, pull to tighten, squeeze to flatten, pull, now that it's tight. So now you can see that we have pulled 3, then, okay, sorry, the 5 mysteries, the 5 decades. So now you see this excess string, this one, this long excess string. We are going to cut this one, because it will be used for the 3 Hail Marys. So just pull this first, and we will cut in a bit. Okay, so we just finished the 10 decades. Here you can see the medal, first mystery, second mystery, third mystery, the fourth mystery, the fifth mystery, and we have already closed it. Now you see this very long excess string. We are now going to cut that. A little bit of excess, which we'll cut later, but now we're just gonna cut this. Okay, we are now going to use this string for the 3 Hail Marys. So we're now going to do a loop knot. So we pull the string through the last hole of the medal, center medal. We pull a little bit back, then we get our tool. We make sure that this string that we pulled goes inside the tunnel. Okay, so we put it in the tunnel. So you can see it's in the tunnel. We get our string. It's in the tunnel. Get our string here in the tunnel. Make sure we do the cross. We do our 6 rings. 1, 6, and after the 6th one, we get the end of the string, and we make it go through the tunnel. Once we're done pulling, we pull the 6 rings out gently. We also pull the tool out. And after Okay, so we tighten, squeeze, pull, secure the glory bead of the three Hail Marys. First, we get our tool and we put the bead on the tool. Then we do our under, over, then we do the cross, and we do the 6 rings. 1, 6 knots, or the 6 rings out, and we also pull the tool out. And then we move push the 6 rings closer to the bead. We roll, we push, we roll, and we push towards the Now we're going to put the 3 Hail Mary beads. So now we are going to put the 3 Hail Mary beads. So we're just gonna count to 3 so we get our beads. And we do 1, 3 Hail Marys, we are going to do another basic knot, 2, and the 3 Hail Marys. So we put the bead on the tool, we do over, under, then we do the cross. You can see the cross, and then we count our 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, Just push and push. 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 And finally get hold of it. Just pull. And we gently pull the 6 rings out. And we push the rings toward the beads. To tighten, and there we finish the knot. So now we're going to do the loop knot. Okay, so I have the crucifix, and I already placed the string through the crucifix. Okay, and I will do the loop knot. So I make sure that the bead is at the end of the tool. See, this is the tool, that's the bead at the end. And there's already string inside the tunnel. And so the usual. Even push. Completed the rosary. We have the crucifix, Our Father, the 3 Hail Marys, the Glory Be, the center medal, and we have the Our Father. second mystery, the Glory be. The third mystery, the Glory be. The fourth mystery, the Glory be. The fifth mystery, and the Glory be. So we have now completed it. So now that the rosary is complete, we are not going to cut off the excess string yet. Instead, we have to coat all the knots with nail polish to prevent it from unraveling. So, I'm just gonna start with this one. Just coat everything top and under part with nail polish. I'll just continue doing this. And I'm just going to wait for the nail polish to dry. And as soon as that's dry, I'm just going to cut off the excess string. But other than that,